can see we're both wearing white, at least from the camera's perspective, sure.
Oh,
wow. White, black, white. That's a sandwich.
I like this scarf. This scarf is very nice.
Safe, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
How do you say? You call it a sack?
Sack, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sack. Sack.
But you know, you get like people start saying, no, this guy's laughing, yo.
No, because David, you know, David does something. He'll say something and just look down, and I feel like there's a joke just brewing.
No.
Because it's called a sack, yeah, sack, yeah. All right.
No, do you know?
No.
It's for people. You know, some people come on. Like for example, it's Nike.
Or Nike, yeah.
Nike.
What you're saying,
Do you know what I mean?
Ah, yeah.
Do you know, so people come on.
What other way can you say sack?
It could be SAC.
It could be.
It is SAC, but people say sack.
Yeah,
so I let it.
Yeah.
Right. You see, that's what I wanted to.
Well, what does it stand for?
Sam Adeloye collection.
So your name?
My name, basically. Yes, sir.
I'm curious, right?
Go for it.
Is there? This is not about you, but you know people that make their brands their names.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of egotistical of sorts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give answers. Give answers, bro.
I get. You want me to give an answer?
Yeah, bro.
I get where you're coming from. But I feel like I can speak for myself because I've had that same thought. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always question what I'm doing,
Yeah.
especially with the brand. I'm always questioning, like, am I doing the right thing? But see, for me, it wasn't an egotistical thing. It was just at the moment I was thinking of a name.
Okay.
And that just came up, and I was like, I like it. I'm gonna go with it. Now, at the time, maybe where my mindset was at the time, maybe you could say maybe I was egotistical at the time when I chose to go.
No longer egotistical.
But yeah, of course, I've grown, I've matured as a person. But like as well, people don't know this, but the fashion thing in me came from my mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my mom used to like sew clothes. My mom was a creative. So she used to sew clothes, she used to bake, she used to all that. She taught me how to draw, she used to design her own clothes. So like my mom's name is Sarah. So it's kind of like there's an undertone there, and there's something that hopefully in the future will come up that would reference that.
Yeah.
With the story behind all of that. Yeah.
My mom's not creative, but she's lovely though. She's great.
Yeah, your mom is great. Your mom is great.
Yeah.
Technically, she is.
Okay, why did you say?
Your mom.
She created you.
Ooh, the ultimate creative.
That's true.
She just had
No, not the
Women-
ultimate.
women-
God is the ultimate creator.
She's great. She just had a great time.
Oh my days, man. She just had a great time.
You had a great time.
Don't
didn't
tell my mom a good time.
The question just popped into my head.
you? What was the question, bro?
The question just popped into my head, and it's wild. It's on the
Go
same
for it.
topic, but like, how mad would it be? Yeah,
Nah, bro.
if on your conception your man didn't have a good time.
There we go. That's a tango.
But do you want your mom to have a good time creating you?
I think that.
Wait.
I think it's a great time.
No way, but that's not a flex. You're flexing that your mom has a good time. Have a bad time, please.
No, but that's how Jabez was named Jabez.
Yeah, both for sorrow.
Jabez mom had a good time. Everything must have been different, no?
Yeah, is it okay like this, or do I move it closer to my face?
It'll still pick you up.
Yeah, like if it's like
So just bend that top.
This one, yes.
Bend like this.
And then
No, bend like this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
you.
I don't know.
I don't want to think about it, but like,
have a bad time.
Bro, they had
so
a
hold on, wait, hold on.
Wait,
Would you want to have a good?
Wait, one sec, bro.
But stop, man.
You're the last one.
But stop.
They
man.
had several great times.
Apparently, I was a mistake.
That means they're just having
It was a phenomenal time.
Apparently,
a phenomenal time,
apparently I
mate.
was a mistake.
It's not bad though. Like, obviously, I was at my mentor's wedding yesterday, which is like, obviously, he's. So when I say my mentor, I went to a panel yesterday, and I was saying my mentor's like, my mentor just got married, and they're like, I swear your mentor's supposed to be like married already,
established and married and all that.
But no, he was going to live a life of Paul and not marry anybody until God, divinely made that happen for them to get married and stuff like that. So he got married yesterday, and it's unfathomable to me. Unfathomable. Is that
Fathomable.
I don't think that's it. Too. I don't think that's
unfathomable. Is unfathomable a word though?
Fathomable.
no on whatever I said.
Turn the camera to me, just.
Fathom. It's hard to pronounce.
No, the way you said it was definitely wrong.
Phantom.
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 That is made me become tongue twister.
Let's ask Google.
Unfathomable.
Fathomable, yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to say.
That's what
Anyway.
you tried to say.
So I was attempting to say.
Listen.
Thank God for Siri.
Your phone don't work.
Unfathomable.
Yeah, I was right.
no.
I was right.
No, bro. No,
you said something
you have to
different.
rewind
You
what
said
you said.
something
You said
What did I say?
You said fathomable.
It's phantomable. You said
No. Fathomable.
But yeah, no, it's just mad that he would be married, right? And to know that, because I equate it to my parents, I never would ever think of my mom having a great time. It's just not something you picture ever. It never comes to your mind. But seeing him like even kissing the bride is just like,
a bit mad.
what's going on?
Because
here,
of who
mate?
he is.
Yeah, like
Oh my goodness.
It's like seeing Paul do it,
Man of
basically.
God, like.
Shouldn't.
No, because here's the thing. You see some men of God, you're like, yeah, he's definitely
He's
acting.
on it. Like
He's
Michael
on it.
Todd now, for example.
Michael Todd. You know what I mean? That man are on it. When you see something like Gio, you just think he's just always praying.
Of course, Joe is not on it anymore.
No, of course
not
not
on it
anymore.
anymore.
man.
No,
No, you can't
What,
say that.
he's
a
like
human
70,
being.
80 now, isn't he?
He's
Bro,
like,
he's
solid
80.
80s.
I watch
so
him
you want
how
to
he
be-
talks about his wife and how he displays love, man. There's
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
that's just relationship. That's
Doesn't mean-
that's not sexual. There's no sexual
Bro,
relationship
it's all
there anymore.
intertwined. It's all intertwined,
Bro,
man.
who knows?
At 80 years
The upper
old,
room, the
passion-
upper room
the
might be
passion is still
active,
there.
bro.
Yeah.
It might be active, bro.
It
Yeah,
can't
man.
be. 80 years old doesn't even get up.
No, for a man, he's
80 still.
Yes.
Have you seen Baba Adeboye?
That's
He's still
flaccid,
moving
man.
good. He's still
Bro,
moving.
listen. What's this? There's an actor that just had a child, and he's like in his 80s.
That's Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro just had a kid.
Shout out to you.
80s.
Yeah.
You probably won't see that child. The child won't reach 10 years old.
No,
They
by
decide
the
to
time
go
she's
for
in
a
college, by the time she's in college,
Men love Naksha.
Yeah, no,
That's how God
forever
created
now.
us, innit, man?
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, like, that's why them man are having. That's why them man are having young wives. Look, Robert, his wife.
I thought you were trying to jab at somebody.
No, boys,
Oh, go for it, bro.
this
for it.
week, yeah. No, it's actually funny enough.
Shout, we gotta be Ratchet in the building, man. Come on, bro.
yeah, and crazy creative.
But
Yes, man.
it's kind of
Where's
related.
Raji music coming back?
Bro, hurry up, bro. Taking a mic, bro. Taking a mic, bro. DJing, me.
Yeah, he's following his passion.
Taking a mic, bro.
Natanya Bassi is sent a letter to the Nigerian Police Commission.
The way because we was talking about something else, and he now
No, but-
mentioned Entana Bassi.
no,
I was scared.
But when you hear it, yeah. So he sent a
scared.
letter to the police commission in Nigeria to basically he was suing 4 guys for making a claim. Now the claim that they made was one guy in particular came out, made a video, and said that Mercy Chinwo's child that she just gave birth to
It's for Entana Bassi.
for Nathaniel Bassett because he looks like him, and he was
Christ.
he was adamant. He was saying, telling Mercy Chinwo's husband, go and check, go and do DNA test, go do DNA test. Like that kid is not yours. Nathaniel Bassett sues him, puts up a video apologizing, say, please, sorry, forgive me.
Oh, I think I've seen
Yeah,
this.
bro, I love that he was on smoke.
Yeah, no. I think some of these men are gonna have to be on smoke.
Because there's this thing that is around where they say Christians can't sue. What do you mean Christians can't
Bro,
sue?
no, on
Forgive
proper
and forget.
smoke.
Forgive and forget what?
No, on proper smoke. On proper smoke.
That's mad. Yeah, no, I think that's why I always say, like, at that level, you're gonna get mad claims. You're always gonna get mad. Like people are trying to pair, I think, Victoria Renzi and Dunson. I think because I think Dunson doesn't have
Yeah, his missus
his
passed.
missus passed,
His
and then
missus
I
died,
think
didn't he?
Victoria's man like left or something. I'm not too sure about the details of that, but I know she's also single.
I mean,
think
Am I wrong?
She was in an abusive relationship.
I think something like that. Yeah,
Like,
but I
was
think she's
hitting or
single
something.
currently.
Yeah, she's single.
Yeah.
She's single. She's
So
single.
they're always trying to partner
Oh, yeah?
those two up. Yeah. I'm just like, guys.
I feel like an element of that is also to the Nigerian culture. I feel like Nigerian people just don't like seeing
Single.
single
singles.
people. Yeah.
They don't like it, and that goes
Yeah.
back to Pastor Aya.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Sorry,
Pastor Beep.
Should I say
That's
his name?
calm. Just, he don't be using watching podcasts like that. To be
No,
honest.
but still though.
Yeah.
No, honestly, yeah, I get what you were saying, and it's interesting. And you know, funny enough, and that's a conversation. I was meant to be there yesterday.
Yes.
That's a conversation for another day. But funny enough, it was. I always used to me myself personally, because like he's a mentor to me as well.
Right.
And there's another thing, and even the people I saw that were meant to be, you know, groomsmen and stuff like that, and they were chosen as groomsmen. I looked at all of them, and I was like, each of them you can see there's something special with everyone, and you can imagine someone like him having an impact in these people's lives.
Bro, so many of us, bro.
It's crazy, you know what I
it's
mean?
crazy,
and it just even for like people to give context, and I'm using this as an opportunity to give him his flowers because I feel like he needs to. Do you know what I mean? And you know, it's like he goes from someone like you who's having an impact, and I'm also using this to give you your flowers because I admire what you're doing. Honestly, big inspiration. And there's moments where it's like, my thing is that I pray that you continue going strong. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's also like the people that have been established in, you know, business and people that are like, you know, just leaders, you know, it's crazy. And just shout out Pastor I again.
Yeah. No,
You know,
shout out Pastor I.
but yeah, nah. And him, like he said, not going for the traditional thing. You can imagine the pressures that he'll face, you know.
He doesn't seem like he's the kind that would be affected by that kind of pressure, though.
No, he was one pastor was so funny. He said that because he it was actually his own pastor.
Okay.
Was like, you know, I admire this man, I love this man, but you know, I always used to ask him, when is he gonna get married? And the guy said, you know, I'm always trying to get married, you know, Jesus is coming soon.
Oh, wow.
And then the pastor goes, Jesus gonna now meet you married. Which was quite funny. It was like,
let's explore something very small.
Go for it, bro.
Imagine Victoria Orenze and Denton
Heavy.
got married, and they now said, you know, it's out of this marriage and an album will come out. Just think about it. Just let that model.
People always say Kingdom Marriage. That one, a Kingdom Marriage.
That's Kingdom Marriage.
Anything's a Kingdom Marriage. That's a kingdom.
That's waves of glory. My God.
Open heaven.
Sounds of frequencies. You ride on that sound and you ascend.
Bro, nah.
You ride on that sound, but all right.
Bro,
That's not even That's not even
Tell me what? Grow. God. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Where's Your Head Up podcast. It's your boy KD.
King Groups.
No.
And we got a special guest, first timer in the building. You already heard about him a little bit, but state your name, bro.
My name is Sam. What else do I need to say?
What do you do?
What's your favorite color?
Oh, my favorite color is red.
You don't have to.
Well, you asked me, man. My favorite color is red. Now I'm liking black. But
black.
People say black is not a color, though.
Ooh.
Oh, that's it is a color.
People say black and
it's a primary color.
black and white. They're not colors. They're just things like they were already thinged for colors.
I like you.
I like you too, bro.
You like to throw. You like
honestly,
like to shake things up.
Black and white, they were like colors became a thing after black and white. Black and white were never colors because they were just things already on their own.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Like space is black. You get me?
It's very subjective.
No, it's not subjective. It's not subjective.
It's fact.
It's not subjective.
It's fact.
It's not subjective.
Bro, so I was like 22 when I found out so there's actually no colors. Everything's a reflection of light.
Yeah.
Which is
Like the ocean.
I don't know, yeah.
Really? And you're a fashion guy. Look at you.
What can I say? We don't know everything.
Like the ocean. The ocean is that the proper color of the ocean? Or is it that because the light is reflecting off the sun and is that reflecting on the surface, it changes the color to that color? And I'm not waffling.
No, do you know what? I think I'm waffling now. Do you know why?
No, you're not waffling.
Wait, hear me though. There's certain colors. I think you guys said on the pod. There's certain colors that are actually not colors. They're just reflections.
Like what?
Like I think you said green or something. Was it, bro?
I never said green.
No, you never said
green
that,
is
bro.
definitely a color.
Adobe say black and white are not colors; they're shades.
You see?
Oh wow!
You see?
But then
You see?
the reason why I said it's subjective is because it says some consider white to be a color because white light comprises all hues on the visible light spectrum.
Now, can I ask you, what's a hue?
Hue is like
That's hard to explain.
It was like color grading, isn't it?
yeah. It's all I know is color grading, bro.
Yeah, a color or shade.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, but
So
I
if
hear
white
this somewhere.
light
Maybe I'm going
contains
crazy.
all of those things, it could also be considered a color.
One thing I do know with like printing, you have undertones. So like you have undertone of white, which makes it brighter, and black, which makes it darker. So yeah.
What color is a seed though? Like no. Honestly, I'm not even trying to take the piss.
The blue sea, but that's not the actual color.
Because it's the sun, bro, isn't it?
Because when waves they come up to the shore, and no, let me lie.
Yeah, it's not blue.
It's white.
It's white.
It's white.
Yeah, you're
It's
right,
white.
bro.
Because water in its pure form is clear.
Bro, you're preaching, bro.
So I was thinking that.
What did he goes, water is clear.
Isn't it, Tommy?
It's blue.
Water is blue.
So it says the ocean is blue because water absorbs colors in the red part of the light spectrum.
Yeah.
Like
So
a filter.
water is like every color. It's just blue that we see.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Do your Googles, bro.
You're
trying to read it. It says this leaves behind
Tommy,
colors.
can I stop you? When you go like deep into the ocean, there's some parts of the ocean and some ocean somewhere anyway that is like, what's that word I'm looking for? Is it illuminous?
Yeah.
Is that a word? Illuminous, like it shines like under the sea.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, do your Googles.
Do your Google.
What do you even Google?
Does illuminous? Is there illuminous under the water?
It is like it shines.
What is even the question?
Like what we just see on the surface is the blue part of the spectrum of the color of the ocean.
What did you say? Bro, you know what? Someone's gonna listen to you and be like, yeah.
No, I'm sure someone in the comments, they know what I'm talking about and they can probably phrase it better than I'm phrasing it.
Yeah.
Watch. No, just watch.
Yeah, so it just says like
Wednesday.
water is blue. It goes even water that you receive and see. It just has a blue tint to it. So I guess if you gather
tint
enough water
to it.
together, it'll be blue.
It'll be blue.
And then also alongside that, it's reflecting the sky as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the sky has a part to play.
Okay.
The light,
Because when the lights are off,
I did my Googles.
when the lights are off, if the lights are off here
It's
completely,
black, yeah.
everything is black.
Yeah.
So we're saying everything is naturally black.
No, everything is naturally black.
But then if you
When
see
God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, that's when white appeared. Everything was black initially.
So what,
The earth was without form. It was void.
So what I was saying, if
the
everything,
spirit of
no, so did God?
it's quoting Genesis 1.
Did God physically paint everything then?
the God physically paints everything.
Yeah, like did He choose that? You know what? The ground is going to be grass is going to be.
It could
green.
because He made everything. Because trees are green. He said He separated the waters from the
Say
land.
this for me. Can you please Google this? Is green an actual color, bro?
It has to be, no?
I'm not even tripping. Right? Someone said it to me before. Like
Someone lied
green-
to you.
Yeah.
green.
Like apparently green is not a color.
Maybe it's a mixture of brown and purple.
I don't know what this means.
Yeah.
Man said this about my.
Yeah. So in art, green is a color on the conventional color wheel. So it is a color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Check blue,
somebody
bro.
like
That first part would definitely throw somebody off.
yeah. The first part is it says green in physics, light in the wavelength range of 495 to 517 nanometers.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it's both. Yeah, it's a color.
Hey,
The
but
highlighted part.
Since we talk about colors, what's your man's favorite color?
Recently, I'm really liking earth tones,
Same.
Like
beige,
Yeah,
cream,
yeah, cream, yeah.
maybe even like khaki green. I'm really liking those
You're
colors.
on
So I'm
What about you, bro?
At the moment.
I don't even know, man. I don't think I have a. Maybe blue. Maybe blue.
What kind of blue though?
Maybe baby blue. I like baby. This is baby blue I'm wearing on the innit.
Yeah.
Baby blue, Maybe baby blue. I
So
like baby blue.
pastel. That pastel.
But then I don't have a favorite color. Wait, maybe say what color do I look at and I like baby blue.
Or baby blue. It's a good color. I feel like a part of that probably reminds you of like summer. Would you say that? Because you like jet skiing, water, open ocean.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. You read my, you.
Do you know what I feel like? Because in the winter time, now, because you know I've changed.
Yeah. You've changed.
I've changed. So winter time I'm like earthy. Sorry, not earthy. Winter time just black grey. But now that we're shifting seasons, I'm now like touching the earth tones.
Boys, I'm looking at.
But when it gets summer now, no color, just no top. Fitness, I'm coming.
Boys, now I'm like, I don't know. You've inspired me because now I'm like, let me get a cardigan.
Bro,
When do I look for cardigan?
yeah, bro, it's mad.
Bro, you know those ones that you bought in? Just
my
wear it on jeans.
my Zara shopping now is so different, bro. So before it's just get me cargos, get me a top. Now it's like,
Bro, now my car.
Do
you have a stylist?
No, not even, bro.
It's all you.
Just me, bro.
Fair play, man.
Just
So that's me.
Just me, bro.
Fair play, man.
You know what? I always felt like I had it in me. It's just, bro, I was going through seasons, bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, you're in your era, man.
Bro, I'm just a grown man now. Do you know what I mean? Like I was just acting like a child before, but I
won't lie to you. I think for like a period of maybe like 3 years, he wore nothing but
black.
tracksuits.
Yeah, and black.
I'm black. Just tracksuits.
That was it, bro.
I say that was.
I think now we're caring a bit more about our parents as well.
Yeah.
Even before you leave the house, you check yourself out.
Yeah.
Make sure you smell good. Some people don't do that still till today.
Hygiene is important too.
No, but okay, let's talk about the repeat offenders. And I think repeat offenders.
Hey,
repeat
what?
offender.
A name just came to mind. But hey.
I was actually going to say, are you going to actually start dropping?
No.
But we should because they don't know. Here's the problem, right?
It's either they don't know or they're evil. Because why you subject me to that level of punishment?
They don't like. You can't know that you smell and you still go out like that. You can't know.
You can't know.
But surely when you spray yourself, you can smell your own perfume.
Some people are they are
So you should
accustomed
be
to
able
their
to
smell.
smell. You should be. That's true. Actually, that's true.
They are accustomed to their smell.
Yes, and also like it's called nose blindness.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So your nose actually just stops smelling certain things. Just to allow you.
Like there was one perfume I was using all the time. Like I stopped smelling it.
Because
I use it so much.
People say, "Oh, you smell great." You're like, "I can't smell myself."
All the time. All the time. You know when people say, or when you watch, have you ever watched a perfume review before?
Have I ever watched perfume?
God bless you.
My TikTok is full of it.
Bro, so this guy will be like, oh, the longevity is like 10 to 12 hours. I'm like, I have it. It's not 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
But then like 10 to 12 hours, people are like, oh, you smell good. I'm like, I sprayed this in the morning.
In the morning, yes.
In the
I have to
morning.
get those pulse points.
So
Sorry,
repeat
is it mad to spray perfume to the gym?
No, I do that.
I do that as well.
But like not the expensive ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like my Zara ones I spray to the
Sometimes
gym.
you're
that's what I use. That's exactly what I do.
my
as well,
Zara perfume.
Not the expensive ones.
Because obviously people when they walk past, there's a wind that follows them.
It's called silage.
Okay.
It's called silage. That's what it's called.
So
Silage.
it's a very
Do your Googles.
He's a very
Do your
learned
Googles.
No,
guy.
he's right. He's right.
SILLAGE.
Yeah.
Silage.
You're a
So
very
where
learned
people
guy, man.
silage go by
Silage.
So it's basically the scent trail.
Yeah.
broski, like some
actually a
have
brand
you
called Silage
somebody
as well.
walk past you, you're just like
Yeah.
jeez.
And it's normally
That's, like, great.
It's mostly girls, you know.
It's no put us
Yeah.
up.
Sometimes when girls and when they spray on their hair as well,
Yeah.
like it just follows them through. I say, yeah, kato. What
Bro.
perfume are you wearing?
Have you hugged somebody before?
Oh yeah.
And
And
hair.
you stayed for extra. Not a girl now.
Not a girl.
Like one of my boys.
bro, you said extra for a hug with your boys.
I'm thinking that as well.
Bro. Not me.
Not you, yeah.
Not me.
But somebody
But
though.
somebody.
Smells are beautiful,
but
man.
then let's talk about the repeat offenders. That's why we came here, bro. See, the repeat offenders. Here's my problem, right? It's like it's not even when you came to the venue at first. I think you were okay then. I think it was just a little bit of movement.
Maybe swear.
Do you know what? You see those ones? I don't know what kind of day you've had.
No, not even, bro. You've had your day in front of me, bro. I've seen your day.
no.
I've seen you. We've done the same
No, but
thing.
like that being said, there are people that have. Sorry, but
like-
there are people that have like very active sweat glands. So like
100%, bro.
even
bigger.
before by time they walk from here to there, like see where that camera is, they're already sweat is already like
No, but
dressed.
do they
So you
not
can't
know
really- you
there's
can't
a thing called antiperspirant?
No, they use it, but like it's a
they-
medical thing. It's a medical condition. That one I know.
So
Oh
medical.
no, this one not medical though.
No, see,
You don't bath well.
no. You see your thing, yeah? I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. My thing is, you
You
came
arrived.
out of your
you
house
arrived. You arrived.
with the purpose of coming out of your house,
You arrived like this.
and you arrived like this in this state.
Maybe the bus journey was difficult.
You are sitting down.
Or maybe
Up that stairs.
maybe that perfume isn't from Dubai shop or other place.
It's not even perfume, bro.
I only own one perfume from Dubai shop. There's many places you can buy perfume.
Like you don't have to spray perfume to not smell.
Yeah.
Perfume just enhances your smell.
Yeah.
Like,
I
just
get
have
you.
good hygiene.
I've met people where the I don't know if it's deodorant or perfume blends with the sweat.
With the sweat is horrible. Yeah.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
Because the issue
that
is
almost-
you're
you know, especially during the Lynx era where everybody was crazy for Lynx.
Lynx,
That
yeah.
turned me off
Africa
Lynx.
especially.
That turned me off.
After pee, you just spray links. But you're still smelling.
And you sit in the class. Have you walked into environments just like as it collectively y'all smell?
Yeah.
As a collective.
But you know what's mad though? Have you ever walked into those environments and like the room smells?
Yeah.
But it's one culprit.
And he has passed his silage around the room. No, because he's the one. Wait. I'm pissed because someone's comes to my mind. He's the one that decides to walk everywhere. I swear, everywhere needs to just feel your presence. Why? That's smelly.
I'm curious to know who this person is.
No, bro. There was one time we were in this same room. There was like maybe 20, 30 people. And this one person came, atmosphere changed.
Wait, hold on.
It's a shit.
Is the person that you're talking about? Is the person that you're talking about?
It can be the same. 100%. No, you don't know the one I'm talking about.
I know. That's why I'm not talking. Because I can jabber.
No, okay, I'm really curious.
It's not
now.
funny, like, do you know what I mean? It's one of those things, like, bro, like at a stage now, bro. This has been 4 years.
Is he your friend or is she your friend?
Is he my friend? Nah, not even, bro. Like,
Are they in your circle?
100. Like here's the problem, man.
Yeah, I can too many questions.
Yeah.
No, but think about me.
Relax now, bro.
Guys, they're in his circle, but not his friend. All right. Okay.
The thing about me is that, like, the more you talk about something, the more it piques my curiosity. So I'm asking questions naturally.
I hear you, my bro.
So don't worry. After this, you drop a name. I cannot leave without knowing the name.
Frustrating, my bro. Do you know what I mean?
And have you?
No, so here's the thing. How do you talk to a repeat offender? That's not even your boy.
It's not your boy.
Yeah.
Should I tell you what you do?
Tough love, man.
You spend less and less time with them. That's what you do. Because no, that's an incredibly difficult conversation.
Yeah,
it is, but I feel like if it's something that you feel will benefit the person, I feel like you should.
What's a good conversation starter? Like, hey, bro,
you smell.
No. Like, is everything okay?
No, you don't. No, I feel like that would, for me, if somebody was coming to me and came across trying to tell me that, I came across that way, I'll be more angry at you. I'd rather you come to me and say, listen, bro, for some time now.
For some time.
No, but like, you know, I feel like in those situations, you have to be honest and direct and then let them know that, look, it's coming from a place like, I wouldn't not tell you if I didn't want to, you know what I mean? If I want to just continue living your life this way, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then let them work on themselves. I feel like, yeah, those ones trying to be subtle about it.
There's only few people that can tell that they smell. Only few.
Yeah.
Like
at the beginning when he was talking, I was like, maybe that's a bit harsh. But I won't lie to you, that level of directness, and then if the
helps.
And if the message is, listen, I could have left you, but I felt the need to tell you.
Yeah.
If you were to get offended, then it's like you chose to do that.
What about this approach, like, bro? I think it's affected everybody.
But then,
everyone is disturbed.
Do you think
your presence is negative?
But see, again, that's why I asked the question: is are they in your circle?
Nah, bro, not even. Stop asking questions like that, bro.
Okay.
Flip sake, bro.
You know, because
do you think they smell that bad?
You know,
Now, hear me out. Because if they really smell that bad, they would know. Because if someone came in now,
no blindness, as he said,
no. If someone came in now, and they stunk up the place, and they served like here, with all of us, they would know. We won't be able to hide the feeling of that. Like, imagine they smell like poo. Imagine they smell like poo now.
Yeah.
They would know something's up. Because I remember I was with someone and their mouth was banging. And I couldn't hide my...
was they on the podcast?
I couldn't...
Was that the podcast for him, bro?
This guy's a friend. This guy's a friend. He's like you. Anyways, bro, and their mouth was banging.
That was crazy.
And the person was uncomfortable because I couldn't hide. There's something about smell that you just can't hide your nose.
If
you smell, my nose starts flaring up.
Can I say I've watched you guys' podcast, and I'm trying to see if I can recall a moment.
He's like, relax. Don't recall anything.
Don't recall it, bro. Here's the thing. Okay, when you poo, it doesn't. Your wife tells you how bad your poo is.
Yeah.
More time. I know sometimes you say, that was a bad one for me. But like more time is
you get used to it when you
get used to your own thing. So someone can actually smell like poo and be like, I'm fresh.
Yeah, but everyone around them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Everyone around you.
Crazy.
Let me tell you one story in my life.
Jesus.
That would disprove everything you just said. I met somebody one time. They entered the room. The room smelled like shit as a result of them. They now say this room smells.
what's going on?
What do you mean the room smells? You are the smell.
That's crazy.
Like you are the negative thing in this room.
I'm not taking accountability for it.
Accountability.
And they said this room smells.
You know what? I'd love to put myself in that. I'd love to know what that person was thinking,
Bro.
Leading
Mad, bro.
What do you mean the room
making that
smells?
making that comment.
I'm wearing a combination of 3 perfumes. They're telling you the room smells. You're the one.
You are the reason.
And then again, it could be
Why this room is smelling?
it could be a reason. It could be a thing where maybe they know it's them, and they just wanted to kind of
Yeah, like
deflect.
whoever smelled the delta type of thing.
Man. So those were shut. Listen.
Oh man.
Repeat offenders.
Oh, there was a song that was released last week.
Uh-huh.
And I think her name is Becky MCN.
Okay.
It's called Melting. So basically, she's a white girl on an piano beat.
Oh shit!
And she's from Belfast.
Oh, nice.
Belfast.
The song is hard.
Crazy. Shout out TikTok.
The song
Yeah,
is
man.
hard. I've been banging all week. It's so like if you man get a chance, you should listen to it. It's actually so sick. It's so
Big
so
ups to
sick.
him, man. He's really doing
Yeah,
his
big
thing.
ups, yeah.
He's
Big
doing
ups to
his
that
thing.
man,
He's doing
for sure.
bits, man.
What? Anything else happened in the scenery?
No. Oh,
In the script.
Did you man see the video on Twitter of this? What's her name? I can't remember her name. Anyway, this girl, she did a video of her with her trainer.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
that babe from
Desktop from- yeah.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, the guy touched a bomb. What's that about?
In the first 3 seconds.
But I saw the videos a couple months back, yeah, and I was like, these man, like,
They-
do you know, man, like,
They're
do-
playing it up for the cameras.
yeah, do you know, there's certain people, like, when you're working out, yeah, you don't make those jokes, bro. Do you know what I mean, bro? Work out, bro.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
someone tweeted, it was completely unrelated. But someone tweeted, I understand why some of you sleep with your trainers.
Hey.
Because trainers are expensive, man. So someone was like, I want to get my money's worth. But I told my missus, yeah, I said, you're not getting a trainer. I will train you myself.
Bro.
She started laughing. I said, what's funny? Do you think I'm joking here? Like, what do you think this is?
be making
So
all
I'm not to be
jokes.
touching your bum.
That's crazy,
What's
bro.
all that about?
Oh, go lower and stuff. No, she'll stay up.
No. I will tell you, your form is not good.
Your form is not
Your
good.
back needs to be straight when you're squatting or whatever.
Especially when you're squatting, yeah. Like when she's squatting, it was gonna be behind her. Like,
Yeah, I just do.
wait.
doing all
Imagine
this.
if she's trying to reach like a
That's
PR.
ridiculous, mate.
It's gonna be, and if she can't lift it, have you seen the leg press one?
Okay.
The leg, leg
Like,
press, yeah? So when the babe can't get up anymore, a guy will now come in front of the babe, his ass will be right on her face,
And then pushing
and
the
then
thing.
push it.
That's it.
Listen, my ass is not even in your face. My ass is not even in your face.
break your knees. I'd rather you break your knees. Rupture your ankles, something.
Isn't that mad, boys? Though, no. Like, as in, just to know that, like, 'cause those videos like annoy me. And if they come out and say, "Oh, we're just friends," I'm gonna box somebody.
No, apparently the guy has a girlfriend. I think, because one day I was just reading through the comments. I was like, what's really going on here?
So you saw you.
Apparently,
so,
he has a girlfriend.
Your wife goes to the gym. Yeah, your wife starts going to a personal trainer, right? And then you're like, "Oh my wife, I'm seeing mad results. Well done, wifey." Then you see, bro, on TikTok, her personal trainer puts like the videos on YouTube, and that's the videos. Your snap, bro. That's
I saw a tweet, yeah, that someone quote tweeted that same video that, and you'll be surprised if I now go into that gym and burn up every single equipment.
yeah.
I'm on that vibe.
Yeah, the guy goes, do not come in mind if I point kerosene everywhere.
I'm on that vibe.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I will even burn him. Where's the next session tomorrow? Yeah, I see you there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's
like,
mad.
Even on a personal trainer, just
me.
train from afar.
Ask me.
You train from afar.
Find a woman.
Even women.
If you can't find women, ask the Holy Spirit. He's a helper. He's a helper. He can help in all sins.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
Oh man,
it's so mad. It's so mad.
But yeah, no. I saw something actually on this on
I saw some
Shit.
actually before you get. Do you know the most
that's
Promiscuous,
that's the most promiscuous
Top is
countries
crazy.
in the world. United States are number 12, but Ireland is 11.
wow?
Ireland is 11, and average partners of 11.1.
I don't.
Sexual partners.
How can a country that's like what 5, 6, 7
No, that
million?
shows how promiscuous Ireland must be.
But it's
per capita.
I had that. Oh, per capita. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
11.1. Yes. Even if it's not per capita.
US is higher, is lower.
Yeah, but even if it's that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
No, but it would make sense.
Yeah,
a little
US
bit
is
for
a
Ireland.
bigger
It's like 200
country.
million versus 5 million.
Okay.
Ireland is high. If you think about it, 5 million, and you still have 11 more than US.
But the first one surprised me, Turkey.
Turkey, the home of BBL. They play
That's some news payment.
The home of BBL.
Bro. And then I saw, let me see, Iceland.
Iceland was up there as well. Apparently, Iceland, that's what the guys I watch on YouTube say. Iceland babes are top tier. That's what they say.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it. That's what they say.
Yeah,
I know.
I've never heard of that.
That's what they say.
I've heard of countries. I think there's another country in Europe that like their idea towards sex is very like.
It has to be a Central European country.
Yeah, that it's very like.
So we have
very, like,
Iceland, Finland, Norway, Italy. Italy makes sense because Italy, them man are always lipsing all the time, man.
Yeah, no, bro.
Sweden,
Finland, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, all make sense.
France is
because even
France not there.
That's where the Vikings come from, man. If you watch Vikings, you know them, man.
Enough sex,
enough sex.
Where are you seeing your list? Because I'm seeing a different list here on NY Post. It's Turkey, 14.5. Australia 13.3, New Zealand 13.2, Iceland, South Africa 12.5. Damn,
for sure.
That man.
I'm a piano. It's a big vibe.
Let's just say we can understand why it's that way. Was due to natural assets.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, national. It's even national assets. Then Finland, Norway, Italy, Sweden, and Switzerland.
United Kingdom are 21. And here's a big question, bro. Where on earth is Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Maybe they didn't give accurate number.
You know what? Because we don't even know how many people
might
are in
not be
Nigeria.
as promiscuous as we think. Maybe it's just loud about it. Like maybe like if you think about Nigeria, I think we're quite. Are we a moral country? No, I don't think so.
Immoral.
Maybe
like as an amoral.
Okay.
No.
I guess.
Well,
like it's
might
very religious.
It's incredibly religious.
It's incredibly religious.
But like a lot of people like. Although it is religious, a lot of people hide under religion.
Yeah, and nobody's actually going to tell you that.
Because now, if they catch someone stealing from a shop or somewhere, they'll catch the person, which is good. They'll beat him, but then they'll beat him. Which is bad.
They might burn them alive.
They might burn them alive as well.
That reminds me of one of the times when I went to Nigeria in December. It's funny. Sat down in Lagos traffic. December Lagos traffic is crazy. Like I got used to sitting in the car for 4 hours. Literally. And we were going into the mainland, and it was nighttime. There's a couple of things that was happening. A lot of things are happening that smart. There's police was conducting, telling me how a random person, even a random child, came, took over the conducting.
A child. Different, man.
And then these mans were conducting. A bus was meant to go and a trailer, and they told them to go at the same time. And literally people were just facing each other.
Jeez.
That was happening there. Everybody was fighting over there. On the right hand side, these mans, a bunch of uncles were beating up one man. I'm guessing he probably stole something. They were beating him on the right. On the left, there was a policeman.
People fighting on the right.
Another policeman beating another 2 people over. I was just like, yeah, man, Nigeria is mad. It's mad.
I think Nigeria's probably high as well, right? Because I'm looking at I think Nigeria is the second highest country of paternity fraud.
Paternity fraud
Globally.
So people saying that they are somebody's father.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not the father. They are somebody's father.
No, they're not the father. Like I even saw on Twitter this week, some guy beat up his wife. It's not obviously
Nigeria
acceptable.
Twitter, is it?
Yeah, but the reason why he beat up his wife is because his 3 kids weren't his. So
Listen,
like, Nigeria's the highest country of that. So
what I'm gonna say is a bit mad. Yeah, he should never do it. But to say there's no reason, boys, no. To say these things are unprovoked is mad.
Like it isn't unprovoked, but
bro, I would lose 3 kids. They called you daddy, you called them son
and daughter.
That's painful.
Jesus Christ,
that's painful. And did
do that
they say
to
how long? Did they say how
guy?
long he's been the daddy for? Or was the oldest child?
They were relatively old. I think they were all probably above 10
That's
years.
mad.
That's 10
That's
years.
so wild.
It's crazy.
What would you do?
And then the amount of money invested into that.
You find out your kid is not your kid.
3
3 kids are not your kids, but then you've treated them as if they were your kids. Like, does that now make them your kid? If you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're trying to say, yeah, but like,
I think it depends on the person, how they see it.
Like, would you see? I don't think you'll see any different.
You reared them. That's all you did, bro.
Nah, I don't think you see it. Like, you'll be pissed off at the mom,
of course,
but you will still take the kids as your own. I feel.
No, I think you still. No, you still.
Most
take
people would.
Yeah.
I think most
you
people would.
raised Jimmy's kids. That's all it is. It wasn't you. And you know, here's a problem. Here's my problem, bro. 3 of them. That means you have no you. Like you're good at raising. Yeah. No. I'm not even trying to be funny. You're good at raising.
That sounds mad. The way you're starting off sounds mad.
He's a good raiser.
He's not a good haver.
He's not a good haver. That means the first one she pulled it off. Yeah. She said, "I'm gonna go again."
Do you know? I was gonna say like 3 kids. How did she? How like?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm saying, is it 3 different guys or the same guy?
He should have had his own in there.
No.
He should have had one of his own.
At least the middle one should have been his.
One of them should be his, and none of them is his.
Nah, she's a Jezebel. She's a witch.
Did you say maybe he's not fruitful? Maybe
what? It's true, though.
Responsibility. Maybe he's not fruitful.
It's true, though.
And then the man is fruitful.
Yeah.
So
Jimmy is fruitful.
Jimmy's 3 times. Just
would your man be able to do that? God forbid.
No. He's typing. No, he's having sex with my wife. I can't do that, bro.
No. Wait.
No, I can't do that, bro. Stop, man. That's adultery, bro.
Let me learn.
Point and fact.
God forbid your thing is not shooting properly. Yeah?
God forbid.
God forbid your thing not shooting.
Shooting blanks. God.
You're shooting. Wait.
I go skull.
And then she has to use someone else's sperm. Is that not IVF? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, IVF is different.
What's IVF?
IVF is when her eggs are harvested.
Yeah.
And then your sperm is harvested, and then it's
together.
And then they now put it back into her body.
Okay, so then.
No clue. Yeah, let me stop here. Go for it.
So then the point I was going to make is void because you can just do IVF instead. Because I was going to say if you get the sperm from, because they freeze sperm as well, didn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
If you get the sperm from another person, because you can donate your sperm as well to like sperm banks.
Yeah.
This guy laughing.
I'm not laughing, bro. I'm not laughing.
So if it was the case that she had to use another guy's
somebody
sperm,
else's, and have the kid,
but she'll still carry the kid.
100. No,
it just won't be yours.
It'll
be yours, but it won't be yours.
It'll be very difficult. I would say that it would be very difficult for me to sort of to come to terms with it, but I would do it just because. For her happiness, bro. I would. I genuinely would. For her happiness, but it would be very difficult. Like, like it would hit on my ego. Like, bro,
you're shooting blanks.
You know what I mean? It would definitely hit on my ego, but like,
I'd actually just prefer we adopt a child.
I would prefer that. But say she wanted to have her
that experience.
She wanted that 9 months experience.
I'm like, no, I'm not going to take that away from you because I'm unable. I keep missing.
That's love.
You know what I mean?
You know, I do understand where you're coming from. Yeah. I probably think I would eventually get to where you're at.
Eventually. I don't think it'd be an immediate type of thing. You get there eventually.
Yeah, eventually get to where you're at.
Yeesh.
That's mad though.
I think because people don't talk about that much, you know, like giving birth or fertility in marriage. It's not like I think we all just like we get married, we have kids, and it's like that's a good dream and it's good.
Some people
just not able to. The numbers are actually crazy.
It is crazy.
I said what I say podcast.
That's
what it is.
Yeah.
Like she took years. Like she went to IVF,
right,
and then
the process
it was after like. Maybe the 4th or 5th one that she now got the kid.
So even IVF, she didn't.
And like the process is horrible. Like she has to
self-inject.
Well. Yeah, she has to self-inject multiple times a day for months and end.
I believe if something isn't natural and organic, it's more, especially when it comes to the body. I feel like it's just for me. I feel like it's always very techie.
Yeah. She has two. I think she has 2 kids now.
Yeah, she has 2 kids.
So thank God for that. But
like, it's never gonna. I'll never try anything. If they say like I don't like needles, I don't enjoy all that stuff. If they say that, I'll be more inclined to listen to somebody that's talking about like organic remedies than say I want to go to the doctor and the doctor wants to. That's me. I feel like
you've gone through all the sort of organic remedies and then they're like, yo, bro, I think your best bet is going through sort of that. You understand? And your wife say really wants that. Are you going to what's your sort of take on that?
Like of course. I feel like funny enough, that question has been put to me. So like it's kind of helped me prepare my mind for when sometimes you have those conversations and then it makes you think and you're like,
yeah.
You know?
That could be a possibility.
Yeah. So for me, I've kind of like, I'm cool with it. I wouldn't, especially when you said like, it's something that there's been said that, oh look, I really want to have a child. I want to go through the process of having a child.
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's mad. Like I remember I seen it, and I seen it in church one time, like years ago. And this guy, a woman that's trying for ages. And it's so, what we see is definitely not sort of what goes on. Like they look all right in church, but and you have we're gonna go to a little faith chat in a sec,
Yeah.
Okay, so I was chatting to somebody about I'm ministering in somebody's program that theologically.
Have you ministered or you're going to?
We'll go to.
Okay.
But theologically, we're not like
aligned.
100%. Not even like, not like where like I'm A, he's Z.
Okay.
Just kind of like we're very similar in a lot of things, but maybe one or two things that we're sort of separate on. I'm like, me going to that person's program doesn't mean I'm validating their theology. It just means that I'm preaching in a place by theology, and they get to preach their theology. I think we all do that everywhere.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I saw that from Jackie Hill Perry. She's like, she doesn't go, she goes anywhere. And she's like more on the reformed side of her theology. But she'd go preach a Christian.
So what does that mean, reformed side of her theology?
Reformed is more so
kind of new age Christianity.
No. It'll be sort of Calvinists and Calvinists.
Yeah.
So it'll be more so on that side, Calvinists, Lutherans, and sort of that's very much Martin Luther, John Calvin.
Okay, that kind. Okay, gotcha.
The Reformed gang.
Yeah.
In and around, and so it's Reformed theology. So she may not necessarily be Calvinist, but
it's
in
theology is in that world.
It's in that world. Yeah. And she go preach with like evangelicals and Pentecostals, no problem. Do you know what I mean? But her theology is slightly misaligned. So I was having a conversation based on faith, and it's like word of faith is a movement. Word of faith would be Kenneth Copeland, Kenneth Hagin, who's like a goat in the thing, but he's word of faith. Charles Capp, Benny Hinn, that man, right? Yeah. So it's like your words can create your reality type of theology.
Sounds like manifestation vibes.
Yeah, but it's
Christian way.
Yeah. So somebody comes in and says, you will have a kid this time next year.
Okay.
Just attach your faith to it. Attach your seed to it. Attach something to
that word.
And
basically act based off
of that thing. And I'm like, I hear it. I guess my thought is, it doesn't work all the time. And I think a balanced theology is that if it's God's will. Does that make sense?
It does. I get what you're saying.
But then someone else can now come and say that
the reason why it wouldn't work
aspect wasn't there.
The reason why it wouldn't have worked is due to their faith.
I completely. That's why it's a conversation, because I'm like, fantastic. I do believe, like, speak it can happen. I believe, like, I'll say I'm a word of faith, balanced word of faith person, because, bro, like you pray for somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Why not? These amazing men of God go to the graves
and just raise people.
Raise them. Yeah. The time is gone. The men are dead.
Yeah. There's an order to life.
Do you know what I mean? So there's certain things that you just can't just say because you have faith. I'm not gonna say those men of God don't have faith. It's not God's will for those people. That person has been dead 10 years to come back to life.
Yeah.
And we've seen that happen before when Jesus died on the cross. The Bible says that the rock split and people that were dead for a long time came back to life. So that's possible.
But that's the exception, not the rule.
Right. And I'm kind of like, okay, so you go, so somebody comes to church, and I've seen people like pastors say, by this time next year, you carry your baby in your hand. And I've seen that happen for some people. Yeah. And I've also seen that not happen
for some people.
For some people. And maybe it may not happen because maybe in 10 years it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or just maybe it's not on God's will. And that's what I'm
for you to have a kid.
I don't believe that.
I feel like
think it's possible.
I feel like it is possible.
But then then with the whole idea of that, the Bible passage that says like, "Be ye fruitful and multiply," is that something that we don't have the correct context of, or it's misapplied to people's lives? If it is that we are all supposed to be fruitful and multiply, then why would God say, "Well, not you, but everybody else"? Do you get me?
I don't understand. Like, it's like
it's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one
because I think like I do believe like be like it's a command in marriage, like go be fruitful, and then like it's God that created the organs and made both of you not be fruitful, right? And if He never changes that, was it because you didn't have enough faith, or was it because specifically for you guys, that wasn't? I wanted you to take care of ministry.
I was gonna say there's different. I feel like, from my understanding from God, I feel like God is multi-dimensional. He's not one way.
Yeah.
So I feel like when God says, there's times when God will say something and we all know that this is it. But I feel like in like fruitfulness, I think we all heard the fruitfulness doesn't mean necessarily have it. And I feel like that's why God didn't say be fruitful and I mean have kids. Do you understand what I mean? I feel like it's be fruitful, but your fruitfulness could be, you know,
children, ministry.
Like
there was a couple I was listening to.
Biologically.
Yeah, exactly. I was listening to a couple in Ireland, and they were saying that they're very old, and they said we never had kids. Till this day, never had kids, and they were like, for years they were obviously struggling about that, praying about that. Like God did everything, never had kids, and then and she was like, but there was this time where it just switched in her mind because she realized they were so focused on the things of God. They actually did have kids, like so many people always in their houses, like she always taking care of people. She's like, I didn't have physical kids, but I did have kids, and she still has kids till this day. Like, do you know what I mean? So and it just changes her perspective of what she didn't have to what she did have, and it's like I think sometimes a disservice is done when we don't like show people everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think like in especially I guess the environment, I'll call it the environment. So I don't like saying African churches, but in the environment that we grew up in, there was never the possibility of the opposite being the case, and you still living your life.
Yeah,
it was always God is going to do X, and that's it. As though it also is like beyond the realm of possibility. Well, if He decides not to do it, that is also His will. But that was never. We don't talk about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you have a child next year, and that's it.
Just what we're talking about is because I so Favor asked me for the title for my sermon for Tuesday.
Yeah,
and I'm preaching something else. But the other option was the power of and. And so.
The power of A&D.
A&D. So Paul is going to be the guy who brings the gospel further than any of even Jesus's disciples. He's going to plant more churches than all of them.
Yeah,
he's going to be the pioneer of our theology today.
Yeah,
he's going to do all those things, blessed in several areas, and there's a thorn that's never going to be removed from him.
Do we actually ever find out what that thorn is specifically?
No. There's like so people say it's eyesight. People say it's his height. People say it was an actual like. I
feel like it could
physical,
be like it's human nature, man.
Yeah, but he was ambiguous about it because he doesn't want like I think there was wisdom in being ambiguous about that thing. But like at the same time, he had this thorn that he prayed 3 times for God to remove, and God said, "No, my grace is sufficient for you." So I think that's the power of and there. Like you may not get your prayers answered, and God will do amazing things through you. Like,
and that's not a popular kind of gospel.
Yeah,
you may not get your prayers. Because your prayers might not be God's will for you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what you mans are talking about. Actually, I feel like is like if you look at people that don't believe or say, you know what I mean, God isn't real, and if God was real, why did He let this happen to me? I feel like these are the conversations that possibly would help people understand
or bridge that gap.
Do you understand what I mean?
No, I actually don't think so.
Okay, why not?
Because their mindset is, why would you allow such evil to happen? Full stop.
Okay.
Even though you might like, fair enough. Like I guess our thought process is like, whatever happens, it doesn't change the position of who God is. God still remains God through the ups and downs of life, and we just have this understanding that life in its entirety is a combination of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And like nobody gets to choose when your life is up or when your life is down or whatever the case is.
You know what's so funny is that I feel like I'm kind of in that stage myself where it's like, of course, we all grew up in church, and I feel like that mentality, I've gone through phases in my faith with God where I would say, Jim for God, like everybody knew me as, everybody that knew me as, this guy is, it actually reminds me of something that happened in my church. But, and then, of course, I went through life. Life happened. Right. Life happened. My mom passed away, a few other things. But my mom passed away was the biggest one because my mom was like a big, like somebody that I would say like was like almost like the core of my life. And you don't realize it until they're gone. Yeah. So my mom passing away, I hated God, I hated the church. Right. For so many reasons. You know what I mean? So like I moved away from God and I moved away. And then, life happens and I'm slowly getting back. But you know what you were saying about, we have this mindset. Because of that, my mindset shifts. So like I'm in a stage where I was kind of like, right now, it's kind of like one of those things where, like you're believing God and you're like, and you're praying and, you hear, especially nowadays, I listen to like a lot of sermons and you hear these pastors and, when they're preaching, they tend to say things and you kind of feel like it resonates with you. Yeah. And then you're having faith and then you're praying and then you kind of, that faith thing where you're like, oh, I believe this is going to happen now because this pastor talked about it in context to my situation. But then when it doesn't happen at a time where it kind of like, okay, it needs to happen now. Do you understand what I mean? It doesn't, I feel like it's not a thing where, so I'm trying to get back to like, it's not a thing where, it's not a thing about, oh, because it's going to happen now. I think it's a thing where it's like, I feel like I've lost my train of thought now. But it's still in line with what you're saying. No, but it's a thing where it's like, the question of, will it, I think you said, will it happen, is it?
Yeah.
Like, it's because it's happened this way, it's going to be that way. I feel like that isn't the case. That's what I was trying to get at. But I feel like I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah, now. Okay, so
that's
like,
awkward.
What you see what you said in relation to like bad things happening. Yeah. I was reading a book and it just opened my eyes to like good things happening is because of the mercy of God. Which that did like bad things happening is the natural state of the world since Genesis 3.
That's heavy.
Since the fall of man. The world was perpetually in a state of bad. God intervening when somebody had cancer is his mercy.
And do you know what?
Which is like,
that's like a whole.
It's a whole shift. Because when you think everything's supposed to be good and bad happens, then you're like, oh, you're thinking
you're not living in the real world.
Yeah, you're Genesis 1 to 2.
Yeah,
you're not Genesis 3.
And my question has always been to people that always say that is like, you don't attribute good things to God. When you get a job that you
right, but it's bad. Where was he?
Yeah, it's like when you get a good job that you're not deserving, you don't say, "Oh God, thank you for your mercy."
Yeah.
Oh God, thanks that I got this job.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm lucky. Or the universe supported me. But when something bad happened, God, why did you allow that?
But then what I'm just saying this because of people out there that might be watching that may have questions as well. Someone might also say that you're God. Why are you letting evil things happen here? If you're God, if you're the all-powerful one, So how would you answer that?
I don't know how to answer that question.
For me, is it's really because all we can talk about is based on what we know from Scripture. Do you know what I mean? So I can only respond to that from Genesis 1 to 3 and tell you that here's what's like God's character and his essence has always been good. He's always going to be a good God. He's never changed. But he left a lot of things in our hands. The world being in this state is not God's doing; it's man's doing.
Free will. We
do you know what I mean? So when I heard free will when I was younger, I was like, "What do you mean? It wasn't anybody that's poor, who's in Africa or in Asia, who's like born into that. It wasn't their choice to do that. No. Now I realize free will was actually from Adam. And from that fall, from that moment, I can't be surprised about the endless evil. Hitler, for example, is example of the fall. You know what I mean? That's not like.
That's the state of the world.
That's the state of the world that we're in. Somebody just took advantage of that and went crazy with it. What was the Asian sort of
what's his name?
Is it
Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan, like
killing so many people that there was a mountain of bodies.
Yeah,
that's not God.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? That's human.
That's human. The fallen nature of man, and I don't think it was God's intention at the start. Why doesn't God like turn it around? Why doesn't God just like?
He will, but not yet.
Exactly. Like all of this is a process for redemption. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I want to say this very carefully, right? And I'm always also curious, right? It's a curiosity of mine whereby people that say these things also sometimes aren't Christian. So I'm just curious then, why do you have an expectation of a God? Yeah, why do you have an expectation of a God that you claim to not believe in? You don't claim to believe. You don't believe in any shape or form. But why do you claim, or why do you have an expectation for him to have an input or impact in your life? I don't like. Do you get what
I think most people that ask that question, I think they might actually want to know God, but they can't get those questions.
Maybe logically they want to know.
Yeah. Like even those questions they have, like why do bad things happen to good people?
Yeah,
they can't wrap their mind around our God so powerful, so big, so like great, made the whole world. Let bad things happen, and again, that's because they already have a notion of God in their head.
Yeah,
like
it's already preconceived.
It's already preconceived. So anything you say to them, like obviously we know by the power of the Holy Spirit, the words that you speak, it can transform them and change them.
Right.
But in that moment, they'll be like, they want like I watch this guy a lot, Cliff. What's his name? He's always debating on
school, college campuses.
Yeah,
an older guy.
Cliff or Cliff Kent.
I know who you're talking about.
Like he debates, but he doesn't do it in a way that he's bashing you. He'll answer any question you have.
Yeah.
But he'll answer it in a way that you understand it.
Yeah.
It won't be quoting John 1:1. It will answer in a way that the normal human person will understand it. And I think that's a better way to go around it. Because remember that YouTube show, Cruise.
Yeah.
Where the woman was just in the beginning was the one,
and the word became flesh.
Like, ask Cliff.
Yeah, ask Cliff. Like you're not gonna get through to an unbeliever just by that.
Saying those things.
You're not gonna get through.
Do you know what? I think there isn't enough emphasis on the importance for the average Christian to be completely well versed. In the fundamentals of our faith.
You're right, right. So you look at people from like at the time of the Bible in Israel, or at that time Canaan, Judea, whatever, you know. At that time, people listen. They didn't even have. Okay, so think about it. Now we are able to hit Google
and ask any question.
Search the scriptures. And ask any question. Say, I know. Like my bro uses ChatGPT like all the time, and he does Bible study. Be like, give me some good women in the Bible, and like ChatGPT will pull up Ruth, and he starts studying Ruth, and like wait, they would have bitten your hand off for the access you have now. But we're so lazy because we have that access. They had to learn that off by themselves, and yet they wouldn't have known every single thing by themselves because they wouldn't have had the physical copy to go home with. You don't have the Bible app. You have to go to the temple and read or listen to
someone
the rabbi read the word, and he would read Isaiah chapter 1 verse 1 one day. You're gonna come every single day to get that sort of like learning, and they were so well versed on their thing. Whereas like here now it's kind of because we have everything so easy, we've become very complacent with it, you know. And it's like even that thing with prayer, right? Because I think you were touching on something which I thought was quite important, because I want to be balanced with it. Like I think when it comes to prayer, right, we have praying God's will is important, but also, sometimes when you're praying God's will, it doesn't mean it comes immediately. So there's a power in consistent. Like like Luke 11 talks about like, hey, just pray consistently. Like he used the example of if you were asking for bread or something in the middle of the night and your neighbor didn't want to answer the door, but you just kept on knocking. He's gonna get pissed off and he's gonna answer the door. How much more your Father in heaven? He won't give you like stones if you ask for bread. So it was just talking about the power of consistency, or Elijah, who consistently prayed about something that he knew was happening. Like Elijah heard the sound of rain. God even said, "I'm going to send rain." So he was confirmed that rain was coming. But he prayed several times. He prayed until it happened.
Yeah.
So I think the balance, that's all I'm trying to say, is like there is a place to pray until it happens. There's also a place to pray and say, God, is this happening or not?
Yeah.
And he's like,
and I think that's where some Christians today might get it wrong. Like, we know we've received everything that we have in Christ. Like, we know. But then some Christians now dismiss prayer.
Yeah.
And just say, I'm like, it's good to walk in your freedom. Yeah. But there's also a place for prayer.
100%.
Peter.
There's a place for prayer as well.
Peter Taylor preached about this 2 weeks ago in
Taylor
church.
is cold, man.
Crazy cold.
He was talking about like praying in your rest.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're talking about, like, because I think that's the thing. Life in general, I guess in the context of historically, our life right now is relatively easy.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get me? There's certain few processes you can follow, and you'll be able to live life. It may not be what you want, and the issue is what you want is probably even skewed through internet and da. But like ultimately, you can feed yourself, you can put yourself in the house. But like, and I think that falls to Snow's point where people are like, oh, there's no need to pray. I'll still read my Bible.
Yeah.
But like, listen, the ups and downs of life requires that constant prayer.
Resting up with flesh and blood, bro.
And also like
high places.
Yeah, off the point of what you were saying, there was something I think was really important as well, is like the expectation of God to move. Sometimes we live life with the expectation of God to move at our time.
Yeah.
Do you get me? But like, I think we don't understand how finite our perspective is in the grand scheme of our lives. We don't know tomorrow.
Honestly, that's why I'm not a millionaire yet. Since 07, I've been praying.
Since 07. But like,
you know, stuff like that billionaire thing, I always kind of think about, like, I always look at myself and like, if I actually had that money now, I don't think I'll be a good person.
I always say that was. I don't think God gave us money that we were asking for at the time we asked for it. Ministry what?
I can say that.
Help yourself. Do your thing, man.
And the issue is like, I've even asked myself a tougher question. Like, and I'm looking at like the Bible, reading the Bible, and seeing people that have been. That, like, according to the biblical standards, they had wealth. And I'm like, do I have any of their characteristics? Do you get me? Are you, quote unquote, deserving of that? Are you deserving of that million?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though.
Right.
Like, as in your life patterns, your financial patterns.
Yeah. You don't deserve that million.
Like, if some people are millionaires, one more of me.
Not that, like, are you doing what a millionaire does? Because a millionaire was doing what they did before he became a millionaire.
No, but it's not everyone that's a millionaire that's doing what a millionaire is supposed to do.
Hold on. Okay,
came into money.
Yeah.
Me too, let me come into money.
Bro.
So you want to be a trust fund baby?
Yes.
Oh Lord. You want to be like Akpo?
Let me come into money.
Let me come into money in the name of Jesus.
Listen, stop playing the lotto. Maybe by God's grace.
I don't trust that lotto, man.
Bro.
Those people just want your money, man.
You think that's in the
I'm suspect.
It's a government scheme.
I'm suspect of anything that says you have a chance to win.
It's a government scheme.
One second.
Actually, hold on.
It's a government
Talk to me about that.
When you buy like the scratch cards and stuff for the law, where does the money go?
Yeah. It goes into the pot, apparently.
Yeah, it goes into the pot.
Pot core. Goes to the government.
Someone said
And they're still taxing us.
like,
say plus taxes.
Someone said something one time. It goes, why don't we as human beings like create a lotto aside from the government?
You can't. It will be illegal.
Exactly. They said and use that money to actually fix our community.
Oh, man, that's it. You're talking about human.
No, but humans,
human beings.
It's kind of like what these aunties and uncles.
The person that's in charge of that, Ajo.
It's like Ajo.
No, let the communities put their money in my account.
No, only the whole of Tala.
Yeah,
that money will not reach you.
It will not reach you.
It will not reach you.
And you just see one person fighting to be the first one to collect.
But you just think about it. Who's holding the money? Where's the money resting? That person that's holding the money. I'm, so you give me €1,000.
Yeah.
You give me €2,000.
Mm-hmm.
You give me €60. And then he gives me €10,000. And he's thinking that all this money is going to come back boy, I didn't get that 10,000 euro. You know, you don't know that I got that 10,000. Does that make sense? So all you get back, is what I decide to give you back. That's the problem. We're dealing with human beings.
Yeah,
we're flawed.
Man,
is it actually crazy to expect? That's a stupid question. Never mind.
No, say it, man.
I'm not gonna ask.
I'm actually curious to know. I like. No, don't start.
No, because like
no question is stupid.
Human beings are really flawed,
right?
So the expectation for perfection to come from us is kind of
crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's stupid thing.
Not one human being is perfect.
Exactly.
Can't be. Can't be perfect. It's literally impossible.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question here. So you're into fashion, right? And that's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this for like since when you said you're coming on.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I'm like, you know, when we talk about in Ireland people that make clothes, you never really get mentioned.
Talk about it, bro. Talk about it. Why did you get mentioned, bro?
Do you get me? Like, and like, is that something that bothers you?
No.
Do you think about it often?
I do, but it doesn't bother me. It used to bother me, if I was to be honest with you. But I feel like I said earlier on, when I lost train of thought, like I've gone through like a growth period in my life. Hence why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
You know, but like it used to bother me because, you know, when I feel like when I look now, I used to have main character syndrome. So I used to always think, to an extent, like I used to always think that I could do something better than somebody else. Yeah. That's the way I've always thought. And so like when I see other brands like that have been doing it, and I'm saying this now, I do admire what a lot of them are doing. I'm not like, I never knock another brand down. Right. But it's that I always felt like the way I viewed what I was trying to do was different and better.
Okay.
And like it used to get to me in that sense because I felt like as well at the same time, and like myself and Steph talk a lot. And Steph mentioned something, and you know, she said something was like I've been doing it for a long time, but I always kind of don't put it out there as much, and I'm very protective of it because you know I see it as my baby, which is true. But like because of that, because I never engaged as much as other brands would. Like the only thing I'll shout out, and I'm not afraid to, and I hope it's okay. Like I shout out the likes of MCN.
Yeah.
He, like Top is pushing that brand
100%,
like really well.
Killing
like
it.
You know, to be able to get 50 Cent to wear it.
Who did you get recently? You got somebody else recently?
I think Usher had it. No, it's not Usher.
I would have known.
No, Usher, sorry,
Neo,
yes.
Like to do that, like that's a lot. Number one, confidence, and you know, to put yourself in that spot, that's really good. But I feel like that's why it didn't bother me when I realized that I'm not pushing it as much as
someone else is
something like MC No's pushing it. Do you know what I mean? And then there's another part as well where, and that's something I'm hoping that I hope I can do is, I feel like, and Jafari said it on your podcast when you had Simba and him on, on, is that there's that thing of, like everybody wants to be the first person to do something.
Right.
I feel like that stops us, especially in the fashion scene, because I was saying it to people that I've worked with, especially because now I'm putting it out there and people are starting to know. But one of the guys that was modeling for me mentioned something like, you know, we all know there's a cool clique, there's the cool kids club.
Fashion niggas.
Yeah, but apparently my name and the brand's name was in that conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, when he said that, I was like, that's interesting because it's like, I feel like what stops these mans that are talking about me to be like, oh look, we see what you're doing, man. You know what I mean? Let's engage.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that we need to, that's a mind shift that we need to have here in Ireland when it comes to like that stuff. Because like I've traveled abroad and I've been in like all these like really cool, been very blessed enough to be in certain circles when it comes to fashion. And the difference between over there, like in London, I remember like we did London Fashion Week last year.
Yeah.
Do you know the amount of people?
Your brand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Do you know the amount of people
That's cool.
in London that were like, I want to work with you, and like be like, I don't want anything. I want to work. Like people were willing to fly to Dublin to come and do stuff here, And the reason, like, and that's the mentality they have over there. Like, it doesn't have to be, like we're keeping to ourselves. Once they see something that's like, okay, you know, you're doing something, it's interesting. And I feel like we need to have that here. I feel like it's getting better.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it is getting better, but I feel like, you know, and I just feel like those are the factors that doesn't allow me to engage much.
I think obviously, like, now that I look at, from where you started, when did you start actually?
Started in 2018.
Yeah.
During COVID, anyways. Kicked off.
For sure. Because I'm interested in what you're producing now. Like, I know you've gone through different, like, there was sort of different sort of things that you were doing, but even the stuff, like, I saw Tommy, she had something.
Yeah.
Was it a
Miss
newspaper or
Moreno.
something?
Yeah. She was modeling for me. Yeah.
She was modeling, right? And I saw it, like, without seeing sack clothing or whatever it is. I just saw the fit and I was like, oh, that's nice. Like that. And that's when stuff like that gets my attention and I realize it's an Irish brand. For me, in my head, it does something. And it's probably a wrong thing to do, but it's like, it's a wrong thing, but I think it's also a right thing. And I mean that in the sense of, like, I shouldn't support it because it's Irish. I don't think so. Like,
You should support it because it's good.
it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm more on the side of quality than like championing something because it's Irish. Now, there should be an extra push because it is Irish and it's good. But I should just champion something that's Irish because it's Irish.
I get your
Even
point.
Black Irish.
I get your point, but I always use, and I always say this, I always use, like, the United Kingdom and America as a thing. Like, there's a lot of artists that come out, especially in the music scene. There's a lot of artists that come out, and when you look at the level of music that was being produced before they came out, you're like, it's not the same. But they end up becoming, like, beyond big
100%
because of, and I feel like I get what you're saying in terms of, like, you need to kind of acknowledge the quality and the work, especially in the creative scene. I think that's very big. I feel like you know, as a creative, you shouldn't, like, everybody has to grow.
Right.
And you definitely need to start from somewhere. But you should know, like, when to start, if that makes any sense. Like, you just don't, it's like, I feel like, especially now, people come to me and they talk, I'm like, oh, like, your brand is so great. And I'm not even trying, I'm just trying to give you context what I'm trying to say. But they always say, oh, you're not doing I'm putting print on t-shirt.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, but like, the thing is that I'm going to even go into something. I'm sorry, when I talk, I'm thinking a lot. So I'm always jumping.
You're fine.
Yeah. So basically, so be like, or they'll be like, oh, but you're not putting, that's why we like your brand so much, it's this and that, it's this and that. And I was like, turns to you, I was like, I would always be like, oh, don't knock off them, because that's, some people start that way. Do you know what I mean? And that's their thing. But where I was trying to go to was that, like, I took time out when I started in 2018. I came out with, like, a couple of tees and jeans and stuff like that, and it didn't hit as well, again, because of my mentality. I wasn't as engaging as I probably could have been or should have been with it. So that made me then feel like, oh, I put a lot of money into this. It didn't work out. So I took, like, almost like a year. For a while I was quiet. I took a year out and I just started studying fashion designers. Started sitting, and and this is to put people on that wanna, because people come to me, it's like, I started sitting in on, like, Virgil Abloh lectures. Sitting in his lectures, learning stuff from him, and then that led me to start learning people like Yves Saint Laurent, like Christian Dior, Coco Chanel, and like I immersed myself, and then I just, like, I was telling Praise or B Raji a while ago, like this time last year when I first started this.
His government is out.
That's my role. I said, if you look at my phone or my YouTube or anything that, you know, you get content from, all you're just gonna see is, like, lectures of you know,
you're
people.
obsessed with it,
I'm just obsessed with it, and like, that's the fruit of what people are seeing right now. You know?
No, I mean that in the sense of, like, when you started, it was a decent standard. There wasn't even, like, just a print on a shirt. Do you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I tried not to do that.
It was still something different. 100%. No, but I'm just saying, like, now I was like, now from where that was into now, you know, it's elevated. It's elevated for
it's
sure.
Exposure.
And somebody who started just putting a print on their shirt is okay, and I'm very much okay with somebody doing that. My problem always lies when people, like, expect everybody
to buy into the concept.
Like, support Black Irish business, mate. It's your name. I don't even know you. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like that's where my problem always starts. Never with printing something basic. I do it. You know, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Shout out Open Circle.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now we have merch, which is actually quite cool.
You guys have merch. Where you guys have merch as well?
Not even launched like that, bro.
No, launched like that. No.
But like
just our thing.
Like that, the back of our last one was cold. I think.
Yeah, I think it was cold. I think
Kelvin.
Are you planning on doing some more merch?
We're thinking about it.
Okay, next time you want to do it, I'd love to be involved in it.
Oh, okay, that's sick. Abi?
For free?
That's the important question.
Don't come on the pod without saying that you help us.
I would like no. It'll be a collaborate. It'll be a collaborate thing. I'd love to do it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
You get like what? 2% of the profit.
That's why you said this nigga.
This guy. No, but honestly,
okay.
I love to do. I love to do Where's Your Head Up merch.
Yeah,
I love to do
bro.
it.
You said it live on TV now. They pay you.
Yeah, I'm putting it out there. Let Ireland have something to expect.
Big YouTube, they pay you.
YouTube.
hey, but no, bro. I think. So what's coming now? What's the new? What's this push that you're doing? This
Can I ask a question?
I
feel like before you can answer that question, but
Yeah.
is your brand almost like, is it luxury? Because that's what I get from it.
Yeah, it is.
So you have a target market.
Yes, we do have a target market. Yeah, I do have a target market. Oh, we do have a target market. Yeah.
So then, do you think what's the word I'm looking for?
Demographic.
Yeah, your demographic. And I'm not saying you should like say your stats or your demographic or anything, but have you found your demographic?
I feel like I have.
Yeah.
I feel like I have because this campaign that we're currently doing has enabled me to, like even today, like people were coming and like, oh, like I want to order, like, do you know what I mean? And
Nice.
the people that were saying that are the demographic.
Right.
Do you understand what I mean?
Okay, that's good.
So the people that I would target are people that would be like, oh, I want to order, I want to wear this, I like what I'm seeing. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah.
Don't you like? I'm
sorry.
speaking,
Also, and I feel like I get where you're coming from because it's like there's this thing as well that was put to me today was that is basically because of the way the brand is, it might not suit certain demographics. But I feel like it's like my viewpoint is that it's like one of those things is like if you see something and you like it or there's value to something, it's not going to stop you from. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Going for it. Regardless whether you're within that demographic or not. It's like you see like let's be honest, most of like the famous people most of them are like touching 50 now.
Yeah.
But a lot of them dress like they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like here.
I find it so fascinating the way, like, even just personally, the way fashion has changed and how people's relationship with fashion changes over time. Do you know what I mean? I think you get to a certain age where you're like, you know, oh, cool, like I'm interested in this now, and so your brand may not have meant something to me a year ago.
But
But
now
now
I've changed. I've grown.
I've changed.
Like,
So now your brand means something to me.
yeah.
And I always like the fact that brands are accommodating for those people as well. Like,
True.
if you're just sort of like, the barrier to this, the barrier to entry to dress like this isn't crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? And then you see some brands like, you must be this person to dress like this.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like that's always been
Whereas I feel
a
like
thing for people for a long time.
I feel like sack clothing is like, if you just want to step into the luxury thing, even if you're a beginner or if you're advanced in it, like you can do it. So I think was that something intentional by yourself or?
Yeah, like if you look, I know you like if you look on our website, one thing that because I wrote up basically the thing, and one thing that I was like really big on was I always believed in. I feel like there's an inner stylist in everyone.
Right.
Whether you're tracksuit wear, whether you are like you like to dress a bit, there's something in you that you have your own sense of style. And I always believed as a designer, I always wanted to design pieces that will make you be like, I can see myself wearing it, but I can see myself wearing it this way.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like you saying that is making it sound like I'm doing something right. If you feel like
100,
I can see myself wearing that, but I don't have to wear it the way, you know, like I'm going to put this out there, like the cool kids wear. Do you understand what I mean? You don't have to be cool to wear SCC. And I'm not saying cool kids to talk anybody or to sound like I'm spiting anyone.
You say here the brand's main objective is to inspire and tap into the creative stylist that we believe is within everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah. So everyone, I believe everyone, and that's because of me myself. Like I wouldn't say growing up, I wouldn't say that when I was growing up, I picked up a sense of style over time. Do you understand? And I believe that everybody picks up their own sense of style. Like you're saying, like where you are now is different to where you are a year ago. Yeah.
First.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boys,
But what piece do you think that you like from what we put on now?
Bro, so for myself,
I feel like I'm putting you on the spot, but it's okay.
No, not even, because I think I'll say it like this. I'm in love with the girls' pieces.
The pieces, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not to say that the guys' pieces are like, but I feel like what you did with the girl things, is like it's beyond.
It elevated.
It's beyond just good. Like it's really like it pops. So preferably, I'm gonna say preferably. That's the wrong word. But like I like my favorite piece that from your new campaign is the
women's piece. The women fits.
Women fits.
Yeah. But like the satin shirt is actually a men's satin shirt. It's designed for men.
Okay.
But like somebody put this or made me realize something. She came up to me, she's like, I really like when I first, because I did, this is like the new, I did a version ages ago. Yeah. Like, and she was like, I really like it. I see myself wearing it as like a dress. Yeah. When she said that, I was like,
cold.
He's like, I run with it.
Good.
I like
good
that.
idea.
You know what I mean? So like ever since then, so basically it's just a men's medium or large that she's wearing.
No, nice.
So like,
lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. What about you, Tommy? What's
this t-shirt here, bro?
Yeah.
you know me, like,
yeah. What about you?
What you guys, the t-shirts, eh?
Yeah, I got you guys t-shirts. Yeah.
Excited to wear it.
But we're definitely gonna do that. Where's your head at? XSAC.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 2%.
Boys, quick one, yeah. Might delete this later.
What?
No? J. Cole?
J. Cole's.
Oh yeah, I saw
I
that.
don't care about rap and beef anymore, man. I don't care. They're all childish, man.
Someone said it so well. Like, rap beef today is so polite, bro. How's J. Cole giving your man flowers? Like I used to mess with his music. Stop messing me.
But then one thing I do like. Remember when To Pimp a Butterfly came out? Yeah. And everyone was saying, "Oh my God, I love this album." Now everyone's saying that they hate it.
He called it out,
and I was one of the first people that said this album is ass. And now people are coming out and saying it's ass.
Damn.
Yeah, he called it out. I don't know. I think the project was. I listened to the whole project when I was in gym on Friday. Yeah, I think it's good. Like, there's no.
Oh, that's the name of the project.
Yeah. Do you feel like his work has gotten better, or you feel like it's stalled, or you feel like it's gone down?
I think he's different.
J. Cole,
his mindset is different. Yeah. Almost.
Like how?
Like he's more aggressive now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do you get me? There was a time where J. Cole was very like.
It was known for that like conscious rapper kind of vibe.
But now I don't think you can attribute that to him. He's just like he's in a space where I'm a good rapper and I'm going to show you.
I might listen to that actually.
Like he's like. J. Cole is outright saying like I'm the greatest of the three. Like that J. Cole is not. Yeah, he's not historically known for being that guy. Exactly. Yeah. So I like it. I think the project is good.
But Kendrick is like, I don't like him for some reason.
I feel like Kendrick shouldn't have started.
Don't like the way he raps.
I don't think Kendrick started it. Yeah, apparently.
But it's because Drake and J. Cole were doing body.
Yeah.
And they were just saying it was them two. Yeah. They're the two greatest, and they were leaving him out of it.
You got left out. Sorry, yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what's actually so mad about rich people? And I'm calling them rich because this is the point I'm hitting at. Imagine, yeah. You're a multi-millionaire. You can do whatever you want in life, and you're annoyed because somebody on the internet slacked you.
Yeah,
I think that's because
it's mad, right?
Perception. I think they like the perception of
feeling
like I'm one of the top dogs and having the wealth. I feel like that elevates their mindset of like how dare they leave me out first?
Do you not know who I am?
How dare you leave me out? Get out here, man.
Well, yeah, man. Listen, where's your head up, boys?
I need to sleep. Yeah. Like, as in, not like today. Like, I need to figure out my sleep. My sleep has been terrible.
What time you go to bed?
I try to be in bed for like 10.
But you don't go to bed.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't sleep till like maybe something 2.
2?
Yeah.
What are you doing till 2?
Tossing and turning.
I probably have like maybe one night a week when I sleep at like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
but that's it.
I toss and turn. What time do you go to bed?
Latest 11, 12 latest.
12 latest, yeah.
12 latest.
Then
sometimes you might catch me. I go to bed at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to bed at 8.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like 9 p.m. bedtime. It's actually so mad.
But I don't think we can do 9 p.m. though.
No, 9
like
p.m.
not every day.
Yeah,
not every day. No, but I guess on average, I'd like to be in bed earlier than later.
I try to be in bed for 10, but then sleep off for 11. Like as in between 10 and 11, I try to be in bed.
Yeah.
Now there's days where of course it pushes to 12, but 12 I still get my 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But because I think my
as long as I get 6 hours.
Yeah, I think my thing is as well. It's also just not sleeping. It's having quality sleep.
Yeah.
Do you know, because
take the magnesium, bro. Take the magnesium.
Yeah, I need to start taking that more consistently.
I showers before bed as well. Oof. When you shower before bed,
I'm
actually different.
That steam, hot water.
And then you hop into it's like clean sheets.
Yeah. I
feel like that's a test to a mental thing though. I feel like that's like it's not bro. And like when you shower,
what aspect?
I feel like when you said the clean sheets and the shower,
okay.
You basically your mind mentally just
relax.
Okay.
I hear it.
That's what makes
you look forward to that sleep.
Yeah.
And then you now put diffuser, and then you now be I can't. You'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah, I need. That's where my head is at. This week, I want to come back next week and say that you
slept.
I had a great week.
Do you man wear perfume to bed?
No, bro.
I've done that a few times. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I do, yeah.
After the shower, then you just.
Even if I don't shower, I just spray one light one.
Yeah, I won't lie. I can't pretend I
just spray deodorant.
Married man.
Yo, actually, Snow. You need to. Okay, I heard of this woman. Yo, I don't know if I should say this on the pod, but I'm going to say it anyway. So this woman, she's a clinical psychologist, right? Yeah. So she wanted to conduct an experiment with her husband. Yeah. So what she did was she used one particular perfume, and whenever she wore it, she had sex. She made sure that she had sex with her husband.
Wow.
Right.
That's Jude. That sounds like Jude.
No, I know, but what she wanted to do is like, because over time you connect scent, like everything around
memory,
you.
Yeah.
So what she did was, so she wanted to connect that scent specifically to sex. Yeah. So that when she even sprays it,
the guy knows what's up. Sex.
No, he may not even know what's up, but he just gets horny.
Okay.
So and then what she did was she goes in. So she wrote a big post about it. So she goes in the process. She didn't realize that she was also doing it to herself.
Oh wow! So
whenever she was in the mood, he was in the mood. Happy days. I'm like, you know what?
That's the truth.
I just think she doesn't have control over her mind. You don't have control over your mind. How can you smell something and you want sex? Nah. I'm not on it. Control your mind.
It's possible though.
What is this girl talking about?
Control your mind.
She was even trying to be the planter. She did.
But there are some perfumes that are just oof.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
That's what I was saying. Like, is that one that KD had there was the one that when you walk past, it's just.
It's head turner.
Head turner.
Anyway, where's your head at?
Sillage.
Where's your head at?
My head at. Yeah. My head is just where is my head at is just to, just keep pushing and add value to the scene. Engage more with, people like yourselves. Where's your head at? And just people here, and also kind of try and push Ireland and push what we're doing here to people outside of the world, other the country. And so,
that's sick.
Sick, man.
What about you, Snow?
Yeah, just new week. We keep going, go again. I'm learning a new course at the moment. It's going good. Assignments are piling up, small.
Bro, don't talk about assignments, bro.
You doing a master's?
But I'm enjoying it now. Is it diploma or diploma? Diploma.
In Ireland, in Nigeria, diploma. I don't even know.
Yeah, diploma. But I'm enjoying it. I like it. I wish this is what I studied when I was in college. I'd have been ahead in life. But it's never too late.
Never too late.
Cool. My head is at
sorry, David, where's your head at, bro?
Great wedding. That's a great, do you know what I mean? Great union. Great union yesterday. Yeah. And That's great, and yeah, just excited for the rest of the week. It's a good space. I have to get back to college now, so that's a bit. Like, do you know, I love college. I just hate assignments.
Yeah.
Like, I
feel like you've been on a busy run for like the past maybe month.
Yeah, now
you're coming back.
Yeah. So listen, our motive was a fantastic on Tuesday. That was phenomenal, bro.
Oh, you man are losing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Don't talk to me about that club, man.
Bro, I hate that club.
Wait a minute. How can we not talk about it?
Anyways, God bless.
Tell me how this is.
Yeah.
I said it first.
Did you?
We don't need to stop this recording.
Come on.
Forget about that.
All right, love.
Love, bro.
Love, man.
What a match, eh?
Yeah.